who should be given priority between a husband and a father? According to the story we found online, a lady's husband and her father were arguing. The argument became so heated that the husband turns to the wife and says, "Let's go." Father says, "Stay there." So the question says, who does the wife listen to? Husband says, "Let's go." Father says, "Joko, sit there, ain't going nowhere." Who do you listen to? Now let's assume the argument has obviously to do with the lady in question.
Okay.
So maybe it's something that happened, and maybe the father was trying to resolve the issue. And when the husband realized that they were not getting anywhere, says, "Auntie, get in the car, let's go." And the father is thinking, you stay here until this thing is resolved. In that kind of situation, it's a bit really
it's not
difficult.
Straightforward,
Yeah.
Okay, let me even give you a typical example. So my traditional marriage, it was a serious one. Father-in-law was arguing on one corner, daddy was arguing on the other corner, everybody, and I was inside crying. People had eaten.
What was the issue?
They had not collected bride price. I don't know what happened though. I said whether the list was not complete or something. I was just indoors and my friends were pacifying me. "Hey, what do you do?" and everything. I started shouting from inside, "If this man goes, I'm going with him." One of the reasons I wanted to go with him was the fact that I had already done my court marriage. I had my certificate. I'm legally married. The diary was for me to, as a daughter of the soil, to respect my parents. So if you're telling him to walk away because one list was not complete, I will follow him. I have a certificate. I'm married already. It's not like I'm selling myself to him. So in that case, you now think, what do I stand to gain? Who do I stand to... if I stay with this person, would it be of my interest? Would it be better for me to sit with this person or go with that person?
Okay,
so in those situations,
there are situations where when you ask yourself that question, that in whose interest am I doing this? Mine or theirs or his? And usually the answer is that, okay, what's best for me? And it's always difficult for a woman to make that decision in that kind of heated moment. Because your father will work in your interest, no matter he's your father. Your husband also loves you. He might have other interests also. So a woman can be torn apart in making that decision at that moment. But just put yourself in that woman's shoes for a second, Nima, where it's about your own interest. It's about, let's use an abuse, for example, or something. Maybe the husband has done something to hurt you repeatedly, and you got your father involved, and your husband loves you. And right now, he says, let's go. But daddy says, if you walk out of this place, I will not get involved in this matter.
I disown you.
What would you do?
So let me just go back to my own nikah as well. I remember my nikah, my dad was in support of my husband. And my mom was like, "I don't want her to go yet. Or let's do the walima before she goes." And I looked at my husband and said, "See you later." It was as simple as that. So I always put my family, honor and all that, because I learned early in life, myself and my best friend Eniola were about 18, and when we witnessed something happen, and we're both saying to ourselves that if a man cannot honor our families, we'll not marry him. It means meeting the terms and conditions family give him when it comes to marrying us. Myself and Eniola decided then, as young girls. So I just never saw it beyond that. I always just saw it that if a man has a problem obeying the rules my father has given him as regards me, nothing else. And I've seen my father defend his sisters, defend his sisters against domestic violence. So, I have that kind of reassurance. If the worst happen, this person got me, that kind of thing. So there's really nothing. And my husband, fortunately for him, knew that arrangement and knew to win my father to his side quickly. So that when he's talking, he'll be saying, "Daddy, tell her, because I will not even reason with him at that time until I'll give it this."
There's a biblical injunction that says that you live to cleave. Christians, we get it all the time. I don't know. They tell us you live to cleave. That once you have gone, you are gone. That's
He's
it.
the man now.
No.
Okay, the Bible says it's the man that the Bible is talking.
But the point I'm trying to make is that
literally
the point I'm trying to make is that there's an assumption that once you leave your family and both of you become one flesh, you have no business going back.
In fact, it's even stronger in Islam. As soon as you're married, the man takes over. He's communal and inside, so he becomes the head. He becomes the leader. But what I used to apply is that everybody fights for paradise, which is the ultimate purpose of life of a Muslim, is to earn the hereafter while living. And the Prophet continually tied it to the mother. So he's kind of still at home here. So my husband must win by, you know, honoring his own mother, and I must honor mine. The marriage did not say dishonor yours immediately you marry. Some people try to mistake, you know, mix it up. So I've seen sisters where they are married, and the husband will say, you can't visit your family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Because you're married to me. And I used to just say, if I'm in that situation, marriage, null and void, null and void, null and void. I used to just say it so clearly that, you know, my husband will not even want, those are not things I would want to test.